I guess the major difference is that if someone asked me how I was, I wouldn't refer to it in anticyclonic
terms.
but I can get it because the weather has a big. We've had some incredible weather over here, by the way, because we had like 10+ days of 30+ degrees and sometimes high 30s. So it was just a really long run of hot weather, and then suddenly we've got a few days of like top temperature of 17 in the middle of summer. We even had a dusting of snow in Mount Hoffman.
Wow!
So it was. I got on Saturday and I thought it is absolutely frigid outside.
And I really enjoyed those cold days. I think we needed.
Did you run your heater at all, Phil?
What's that?
Did you run your heater at all?
Yeah, well,
we had to run our heater.
I turned the heater on in Carlton, not in Mount Beauty, because in Mount Beauty I saw the forecast coming. So when the cool air came open the doors, and then I look at the forecast, and it's saying 17 for the next few days, and I think I might close the doors and preserve this heat in the house. That works well.
Yeah, it was very strange. Spurt of cold.
Very strange. Would have been cool in Ballarat too, I bet.
Yeah, it was like 3 degrees this morning.
Wow.
Felt like 1.1 apparently.
Wow.
But then, by 11 o'clock it was 22 degrees. So.
Yeah.
But the days prior to that were just horrible.
And in a week's time it'll be 36.
Yeah.
Can I guess that your gaming room is 25 degrees right now?
Exactly 25 degrees, Dave.
I guess that because mine is 24.8 and I'm always just half a degree cooler than you.
Okay, yeah, 25.0. You're spot on.
Okay.
I'm not interested in this conversation at all. I'm just very... Well, bearing in mind that our heating's been on for 25 minutes, where I am now, it's 15.6, but it will get up to about 19 by the time the game finishes.
Mm.
Now then, Dave, what are the conditions today?
Today we're playing hard, strong wind.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
We haven't played this course for over 2 years.
Why not? It seems like yesterday when we played it.
I can't remember if we played it one-on-one, but three-way it's been over 2 years.
Right.
You like that combo with the basket on the French? This is in the supermarket for $6 now. I can buy that for $2 and just chuck a bit of basket. I love it. It's good enough. Getting ridiculous.
Yes.
That is a better line.
That is a substantially better line.
I did hear a joke where one guy said that he's got hard evidence that he's getting stronger all the time. And that's because he used to struggle to pick up $100 worth of groceries, but now he picks it up easily.
There's some flawed logic going on. All right.
Is that good?
Wow.
It is good.
It's very good.
Even an uphill punt.
It seems
I like it.
Very happy. It's done.
Pretty good.
Yeah, very good.
Fantastic.
Just realised something.
Side hill though.
I need 12 or 14 grapefruit if I'm going to make those things all night for a group of 5.
Blood oranges.
Well, that was a blood grapefruit.
Blood grapefruit. Really? Go to big market.
Because one, got
Yeah.
2 of us, 1 drink each.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, oh, you're going to be... It's good that you got the automatic juicer.
You don't have to buy a 10 kilo bag of grapefruit.
Yeah, you would have had a sore wrist by the end of the night.
Yeah.
Unlucky Andy.
Wow.
Took
Bit
the
harsh.
Really? Too much backspin.
Too much club. Right. Still me. Bloody hell. This isn't a good start. Right.
Oh.
Well, I seem to have started where I finished on Friday.
Yeah. I reckon there's much in the case of much.
So we killed for that part.
What was that noise?
That was a slam. That was your can.
Oh, it just popped. Yeah. Echo. Tricky. Where it was.
As bad as I think it is.
Yeah.
That's the top.
Really?
That is a nice cut, Dave. Oh.
Oh, looks like all the break, all the slope was below the hole.
You're not going to go home hungry.
I'm not. Struggle.
Oh,
Don't
no,
know.
it's-
Not.
Do my best.
Got to be in range. If you get on the fairway, it has to be.
Easy.
This is 248 out as well.
What are the wings today?
Strong winds, which means it'll be in between 10 and 15 most of the time. And it doesn't vary much.
Right.
That's what's strong.
Yep.
It's consistent.
Yep.
Like variable where it might go from 3 to 15.
That's me.
It's a great line.
Three P's
I
in
think,
one.
I think he's gone for the
Ooh,
yeah.
kick the goal.
Thought so.
Ah.
248. Okay.
Wow.
Great line, Dave. He's gone with the 7-wood. Pushed it as hard as he could push it.
Got there.
Oh, pretty good. Yeah.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Got the one hybrid, which I think might be the perfect club if I can manage to not lunge. Lunged a little bit, but not too much. Got there.
It was hooking and then it straightened down again. Gee, that's pin high.
That's gorgeous. Just getting
Oh,
better.
look at this. Look at this. Wow.
Very nice. No.
You have a skill game.
I think we might have had a couple at the start of the year, but we haven't had one for a long time. Everyone's too concerned about not getting the points in the full game.
Good
It's a
shot.
great shot.
Ooh.
Very nice. Gave me a little bit of a lead. So the best biscuits. They're pretty hot. Ooh, it's coming back.
Yeah.
This might be flat.
I think you should green it.
I really can't see anything in this.
Right.
You're off to a flyer.
What's going on?
The volume might be too loud at your end, Dave.
Oh,
Hear
okay.
a bit of echo when
All right,
you
I'll
and I are talking.
Yeah, I heard. Well,
Let's see how that,
wait.
that might be better now.
Yeah.
You need to put a bit of shake pile up.
Okay.
Well, that great start for well, both of you really.
Yeah. Yeah, it seemed to hook and then straighten out again.
Good attempt.
Be a little breezy this one. All right.
So here in agency grandstand reports on the golf tournament, which I don't approve of, but they were saying that I think the average is 344,
Yeah.
and they were driving through.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. Like par 4, 344, and driving through the hole.
Wow.
You caught the fringe.
Oh,
Can't believe you're drinking faster than me tonight. Yeah.
Oh, it's
Never ever happened.
bloody hell! Badly missed.
Double and a half.
Ooh.
Oh,
That was close.
Would have been
was
an
it.
outrageous start. Joe would have happily taken.
Good effort. Right. This goes two ways. I've got a feeling this. Just putting it on the left edge of the hole.
good recovery.
Nice putt, Andy. Did that the hard way, but got there.
Bloody hell.
Standard 2 putt.
What hard it is.
Well, finally, I managed to stop your acceleration away from me, Dave.
Yeah. Tried to bounce over it.
Almost did the triple jump.
Okay, right.
Oh, he's going Uncle
You want
Dave.
that one?
Yes, I have gone Uncle Dave.
That's going on.
Right. It's a pig.
Mm. I'm in the rough, so I'm not going to get any backspin. Yeah. 98 plus 5, 103, 6% hours. So 110. Should be exactly right. That's slick little 12
Yeah,
footer.
it looks like it.
No bite on that. And it too clean. Stop, you piece of crap.
Okay. Ugh. 24/7. I don't like this.
Oh.
Unfortunate, Dave.
Ah. All it deserved.
German beer.
Oh, that's not actually German beer.
It is German beer. It's a good question. I don't have the answer. That was a hole not to be trifled with. You couldn't really attack it.
Oh, par 5. Oh, God, another one.
Tailwind and downhill landing area, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Very fun shot.
444 yards direct.
Oh, shit. I mishit it completely. You might get away with it. Might. Might.
Oh, you've got away with it.
It's at about 40 yards right of where I aimed.
Is that better line? Oh, good eye, you.
You go Goldilocks, Dave?
Maybe. We'll see. Alright. Yep.
I think you've done it. Perfect. Look at that. So, got a long club in.
Good connect.
Tell you what, they got some. Like it actually pulled up pretty quickly considering.
Yeah. That's not enough, or maybe.
Looks good. Okay.
Oh, that's very nice.
This could be another eagle opportunity. I know what's going on. I think I know what's happening here.
What is it, Andy?
Well, I think you're going for. You've got this bee in your bonnet about the first double clusters of the year. That's what's going on.
What was
So
that?
I know
I
you're.
said nothing.
You didn't have to. Well, clubs are doing the talking. Meanwhile, Dave and I are just hacking around a little bit.
Mm.
Just turn off this computer here. Access this. Even if you're enraged by the shots.
Well, I think you are.
I'm working that way. This feels like it's a bit mean. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, money made possible by the consumer.
I'm not a consumer, I'm a stealer.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't. Good shot, Andy.
How'd that be though for like a living? It's like, what are you doing at work today? Got to hang out outside place so that when she goes down, comes out to get her morning coffee or whatever. Like, I've been doing that.
It just feels a bit stalky, doesn't it? It is.
In fact, being a paparazzi would be the ideal job for a stalker.
Be some rate, but not much. Oh, I didn't hit it.
Oh,
I didn't hit it. Oh. Oh. That's annoying.
There's a particular feeling that unlocking that.
No.
Oh, I know.
Fucking turd. The break was there. It's didn't allow enough. Well, hopefully you learned from that, Andy.
Well, I'm going to take very good care about this, Dave.
Wow.
Think about it.
I reckon
Yes,
if I'd hit mine that hard, it would have actually not taken the break. It would have gone in.
Yes, there's definitely an alert status, code red, double busted alert. Another par 5.
It's short as well, even though there's a headwind. I think it's
You
still
make
going to be doable.
to these.
What the hell was that?
I tried to finish there.
I know. If you'd gone for the gap in the cypress trees there, I think it would have been. But you went straight over the top of this one.
Well, that went as straight as they come.
Hmm.
Am I going to stay on the fairway? No, I'm
Ooh,
not.
hang on a moment. Hang on.
But I'm only 220 out. And I've got a better line in than you have, Dave. Surely got to be a better line.
Yeah, I think I made an error of judgment. I just thought cutting to that left fairway was going to shorten the distance in, and then I mishit it anyway. So
Dave's going to do exactly the same as mine, unless
It's a big slope going down
the big slope.
off the fairway.
now we've all got shots out of the rough. Let's see what happens. No, I've got the worst angle in as well, so there's that. I can't make it because I've got 20% power left. So I better go out here. No, go there.
Not bad.
Looks like it do.
Pretty good.
Yeah, really good.
No, I've done the same, Dave.
Interesting.
Oh,
Oh,
Got to be a pint on
this
that.
one's definitely for points.
Right, 75. Oh, what? Long and right.
here's our chance, Dave.
Indeed. Show me how it's done, Andy. I'll try and replicate. Oh,
The backspin
Yeah,
didn't help, but still.
action.
oh,
That
oh,
backspin, look at it!
Wow.
Woo!
Nice one.
Very nice, Dave.
Wow.
Well, that's
Boasting.
pulled you up.
Just.
Find the bootstraps.
No, I'm worried if I hit the. I think it's pretty fun.
What are you worried about, Dave?
Yeah. Can you get better?
Uh-oh.
Looks good.
Oh!
Oh, wow.
Oh, man. Heavy sigh. God.
Oh, what?
You absolute dope. I'm the same bloody distance away. Look at him. Bloody useless cretin. Ugh. Bloody hell. Oh,
Oh,
shit.
fuck's sake.
Ugh. Bloody annoying. My mouse settings haven't. No, mouse settings are fine. Ugh.
Yes. I love this one. So well formed. There's a big gap between shot and bag.
Going on the left edge of the bunker, hoping that obviously we right line. It's a great line.
Oh, what a bounce!
What a shot.
What a bounce! That was always going to
Gorgeous
bounce
shot.
right, but it
What
bounced
did
left.
carry? 150.
Dave.
52.
Right.
for a super hook.
It's time for a super fade.
I like that idea, Dave. He certainly got the fade.
Made the bounce.
Too much fade.
Not enough quad. All right, I think I mishit it. Not sure.
What'd you hit, Dave?
I hit the 159 club, but I don't think I hit it correctly.
Yeah, no, it's definitely the 159. I punched mine.
This course has got it in for Andy. How many?
Well, I hit on 59 there.
Yeah.
Didn't
We all
do
did
me.
the, I think we all did the math thinking it would make it, and somehow it just didn't. That sounded bad. I think my beer just got dropped to a great height.
Oh dear.
What, by Phil?
Yeah. I heard a lot of banging noises. Worried. I'll find out. I'll get a report in a minute.
Yeah, good shot.
I was turning lights on. That's not a good sign.
Right.
Yeah, well done.
All right, we all got out of Dodge.
So, was it your beer that went flying, Dave?
I don't know yet.
Oh,
This
really?
is coming back now.
I have some good news and some bad news.
It sounded like something happened.
Something happened.
What happened?
Well, I pulled your beer out of the fixed tank. And the effect of doing that was suddenly French onion dip on top fell down.
That doesn't sound so bad.
No, but the French onion dip falling down distracted me from the fact that what it also did was made the Paris Saint-Germain come flying out
What are you going to do?
and started heading to the ground. And I just struck my foot where it was
Did
falling.
you hurt your foot?
No, but it
What
fell
am
on,
I going to do?
and the lid went off over there, and it started spilling.
The
out
lid
all
went
over the
off?
floor. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. That lid was on really tight.
No. And I'm just thinking, how did it come all the way up there? But
That tree
so
should be-
I only saw it at the last second. Two good things. The bottle didn't break,
Yeah. And there's still
and you
some
lost
in it.
about, it's that far
That's
from
pretty
the
good.
top.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, and the other good thing is that your floor's been really thoroughly cleaned with
Fantastic.
alcohol.
It needed a clean. So that's great news. It's a win-win, I think. All right. Oh, that sounds like a good result.
But that was
I
unbelievable.
don't understand how it came flying out.
I don't either. Because all I did was pull the beer out from there. I could understand the Fun Chungying dip falling off the top because I was looking at that. But when this other thing started happening underneath, I had no idea what was going on. And I just stuck my foot out in time, which I think was.
Oh, you shit.
Sounds like it was a great move. Did you say hi, Ara, at any stage?
I didn't.
You're away.
Or is it? No, it's run off.
Suspiciously quiet. It was almost too quiet after the loud noises. And something's happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But I remember actually putting the
Don't-
lid on so tight. I don't understand.
Well, and I made sure it was on tight because I thought, really, was it there in that rack? Did it really come out from that rack? I couldn't believe it. But I thought, well, it's too long.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It had to be in the rack.
Yeah.
This shot looks very difficult.
It is very difficult.
And I don't want to hit from the rough because that pin is in such a horrible spot. I want to hit from the fairway. That means. Oh, okay. All right. I think I've worked out the correct shot. Find out.
What a seal.
Yeah.
Super.
Big bounce off this bank, out onto the fairway, out of the woody bushes.
Oh, man. I don't think that went according to plan.
It's actually not a bad line in now. I don't mind that. I didn't go exactly to plan.
You're hitting a lot out to the right. So
Yeah, I know. I keep coming in. Not over my score yet.
See where that goes.
Like a tiger line.
And it could be good as well.
It could be amazing.
Look at this. Oh, that's good. 38.
Three very different shots here. That didn't hurt your foot because that's a heavy bottle.
Bottle is like, it's not glass, it's like a hard plastic. Polarized.
That was the Lillet one, was it? Not the or was it
The Saint Germain.
the other flower? Thinking.
Let's see. Ooh. Ooh. Ah.
Right.
That was so harsh.
Mhm.
You've had some nasty bounces tonight, Andy.
Well, I'm a man with broad shoulders. I can take this.
You can bear the load.
They've been toughened by years of bad weather. Right. 23.
Look at this. Oh, yes. Oh. Whoa.
Very nice.
It's a chip in.
Well,
I
did
was
you
never
see that?
pissed.
That flag in the background. There's a white flag being waved.
So you were talking about the winds off the Scandinavian coast coming down to where you are. Is that sort of wind given any particular sort of Viking name?
No, it's just crap weather. That
Sorry.
crap weather.
Okay. Yeah.
Dear me.
Which is crap is an old a word from Old Norse, of course.
I think it's old Anglo-Saxon, no?
Yeah. Along with egg and weekend.
Right. 4. This is such a horrendous putt. Oh.
Further up you go, the more it breaks.
It's almost like you have to come in on the line of the flag shadow.
Left it in a fairly straight spot.
Yeah.
But the opposite of play. Put these on and they play better.
Not seeing has been a big advantage to you so far.
Probably. They are quite kid glasses, aren't they? Ooh, I like this. Let's have a look. Double. So the trick to this working, it has to pitch in that rough there. If it lands there, it'll just bound past the pin, but if it lands in the upslope of that rough, so that's a 1 metre landing zone.
Yep. Okay, let's do it.
Right.
Let's check it out.
But I've got a tailwind, so I have to sort of gone too far unless I did that. No, you can just run.
Oh, this looks pretty.
Ooh, almost bounced in the hole.
That would have been impressive.
It would have been.
Oh, look where that pin is. It's perched in a pretty precarious spot.
I don't think there's any harm going at this one.
Oh, it's diabolical. I mean, the putting on this green is going to be awful. You need to land on the upslope just short of the green.
No.
You've done exactly what I did. Like,
Well, I'm going to have a good look at this.
really in the Hail Mary
I
shot.
can reach it, but do I want to reach it? That is the question. Do I want to? Butter. Really don't know what to do with this one.
Is it a super hook?
Well, I'm having a good look at this.
It will lose too much distance. I don't think it can make it.
Oh, come on.
Option 4.
Ideally, I like to have a shot up. Where are you two? not sure whether I want to be where you two are. The question is, where can I put it which is going to give me some kind of shot? Go there. Deliberately play into the rough. But about this, yeah. Play short in the rough. You watch, I'll bloody put it on the fairway. If I go in the rough, I'll be more than happy.
Thought you were going to go down that sandy gully there for a moment.
Just have a look at that pin. That is
It's brutal no
one
matter
of the
where
best
you're
pin
coming.
locations I've ever seen.
You don't want to be above the hole there, do you?
You mean where me and Dave are?
Well, you're off to the side, so
Yeah,
you've
I
got the
guess.
side slope to deal with, which is almost.
I don't think you want to be below the hole either. It's pretty vicious regardless.
Ideally, you don't want to play the hole. Just want to skip straight to the next hole and take
Can
it.
we all agree to pick up? We've all had 2 shots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
No,
you're going to accept a chip and 2 putts from here.
No, there's going to be all sorts of drama. It's going to be great. As long as the drama isn't happening to.
Okay.
That's
Well,
pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's got to
that's
come
damn
around.
good.
No, I don't see much wrong with that.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, exactly, Dave. Lucky you're a master flopper.
Super floppy.
Oh, look at this.
Oh,
Nice
what a shot.
Oh,
If he
Dave,
was-
that's nearly twice you've holed out from just off the green.
That one would have been insane.
the superhero name.
1,000 ways to get that one
Yeah,
wrong.
Mr. Super flop. Oh, no. Oh, unbelievable.
And it's going to stay on the green. Just a really.
Look at the difference in
Fuck
those
yeah.
results. Wow.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
It's, extremely disappointing. Man.
It's just what our Chancellor said when given wanting a reaction to the UK growing by 0.1% in the last 3 months of the year.
At least you're not in a recession.
Not what we're after.
I think I've just won the Liz Truss Bad Flop of the Year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, 40 feet, 4 uphill.
Good luck, Dave.
Good for distance.
I tell you what, it's should
Very
be
good.
okay. I'm just going to have to belt it and hope.
Well, all I've got to do is just touch it.
That's expect not much aggression on this one.
Yeah, really. Oh my goodness me. If you go, what, a metre past, then you're 10 metres up.
It's down in no man's land.
Yes. That's a good strategy.
Good pace on
What
it.
what a beautiful putt.
Yeah, nice.
That's all you could do.
Going to go in for a sec there, but not to be.
An outrageous birdie, and I'm sure you would have taken it that ball. No. It's going to hit this firm. No deviation. It was deviating.
Well done, Dave.
Wow. Unlikely bird.
Wow. -5, -4. At the halfway mark.
We've got a game. And another par 5.
It's the par on the course.
Don't know, but it feels like there's been a lot of par 5.
Well, this must be the 4th, so generally that's all you have. Unless, for every extra par 5, they've got to have an extra par 3.
Like 6 par 3s and 6 par 5s.
Maybe.
Perfect line.
Yeah, that'll play.
Hurry up. Done. Easy.
Check that bottle.
Come on, stay on the fairway.
That'll be good, Andy.
That's all right, I think. It was too much.
It was always going to be too much.
That didn't sound good. What happened this time?
Well, the soles of the shoes were like sticking to the floor. It's going, so obviously a bit of sugary syrup from the drink.
Oh, okay.
So I gave it another wipe over.
That's all right. When I heard, oh no, I thought maybe the lid wasn't on properly and half the bottle was just dripping
Well,
through the
that's what I
fridge.
was having visions of. So,
Yeah.
but no, it's just the sticky floor.
Figure it out.
Yeah, exactly.
It's getting cleaner by the moment.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah, I've been chopping machine.
That's
Not bad.
No, thank you. I don't want to save the shot.
all right. Chestnut. We aim right and we come down a lot faster.
Lovely.
There's not many. I don't think there's any part of your game which isn't working pretty well, Dave.
The only thing I've been missing is my drives. A lot of them have gone off to the right, but other than that, it's been all good. And all the bad drives I got away with.
Gotta hit the 32. Damn.
A great shot again.
Wow, look at this. Oh,
Popping is on point, though.
Exactly.
oh.
We called it.
Well, one thing for sure, my putting is just atrocious tonight.
Yeah. When you mentioned all aspects of my game were okay, Andy, I was just thinking to myself, it's when you get a couple of 8 to 10 footers early and they miss, that's when my game starts to fall apart, when the putting, because then you overreact with the putts and they almost never go in all night.
Yeah.
But if you can think those first couple in between 5 and 10 feet, I reckon it makes a big difference.
Look at this. It's Jack Nicklaus and Tom Watson going flow for flow.
Still haven't had one of these. Plus, I picked up
Yeah, well,
like this.
really?
Yeah.
Well, they're pretty bland, so I can understand. I think this is one of the few that they've made. Although now that it's warm,
Did you prefer it orange?
probably.
Yeah, just get the bloody keg and put it next to him. That's the only way I'm going to get close to him tonight.
Stick it on top of his head with a couple of straws and
I used to go out to nightclubs, Andy, with a girl who used to hide a wine sack in her bra with a straw attached, and she'd sip out of her bra all night. It's great. Rita.
Is that
Yeah, Lenny's friend.
right? Okay.
No, she was a legend.
Right. Well, that explains a lot as well about current arrangements.
Well,
Yeah.
got to think about. See, there's Dave there,
Right.
262 out.
At my aunt's funeral, my niece got my cousin. Just told a few great stories about.
Hey, that might be rough.
Which is similarly sort of legend-like.
Yeah.
But,
No, it's not. The bloody trees.
the girl that was
God.
they one night they were hanging out at the family and my aunt who's like 50 or something or mid-40s,
How old were they?
they're teenagers, they're like 15, and then start talking about streaking because there's a bit of streaking going on in the day, and
Yeah.
my aunt says the girl, why don't you streak? She's going, no, and then like they talk.
There's a gap.
And so she takes off her clothes, 12 o'clock at night in Doncaster East, and she takes off up the street. And then my aunt picks up her clothes and runs into the house. And so she comes back to find that there's no one. Just around the back, banging on the door, saying, let me in, let me in.
I like it. She wouldn't have been happy. That's about
It's very straight.
It's a beauty.
Didn't get a good bounce. Didn't get a good bounce at all.
Right.
I was hoping for a bit better.
So at my office, we've got 2 people retiring this week after like.
Oh, shot, Andy.
What a
Beautiful.
great
Oh,
Shot
look
on
at
the
this.
Were they given the ultimatum? You got
That'll be some
7
part.
days to retire, or we're going to sack that? Like Trump world?
No, they refused to return to the office. That's all it was.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah. So we're going out for lunch on Thursday. To say farewell. And I didn't really work with either of them much, but one of them's the office manager, so I had a bit to do with it. But the interesting thing is that there's one guy at the office who can't come along because it's all going to be we're going out to a buffet lunch.
Worst cut ever. Yeah.
And he's got this irrational fear of face.
Really?
Yeah, he just can't help himself.
Oh, no, I walked into that one. The setup was really good, and you told that on the radio on a Friday night.
No, not no.
Have you told it to Natalie?
I have.
Did she laugh?
She goes, yes, Dad.
Yes, you can almost hear the roll of the eyes.
Yeah. She almost strained them, actually.
Yeah. Well, it was funny, actually. We were down at
Oh,
we were down at the supermarket, and one of her schoolmates was there as the checkout chick. But we bought a loaf of bread, like a solid loaf, unsliced, and it was in a bag, and the bag had come unstuck. And Natalie's going, "Look, the bag's unstuck, like that. It's open." And I just said, off the top of my head, it's probably been injected with performance-enhancing drugs. And Natalie just goes, "Yes, Dad." But the checkout girl thought it was hilarious.
You should have looked at Natalie and said, "I'm adopting her."
I should have said that. Yeah, definitely.
Well, got out of jail there.
Well, certainly did as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was probably par of the night, Andy.
Yeah, as Monty Python would say, suddenly nothing happened.
Okay, right. We did.
no. Disaster.
Needs good rounds.
That's the end of Dave. Here's my chance to pounce.
Yeah, I'm gone after that.
That is so much. It would have outrage would been.
Yeah, I mean the bowdlerization factor is pretty high.
Much harder if I knew what bowdlerization was.
I'll define bowdlerization in a moment.
It's another well-hidden pin.
The
Yeah.
first time I think the expression was in relation to Shania Twain doing a cover version of AC/DC's "You Shook Me All Night Long."
I'm trying to picture that and I'm struggling.
I know, but the comment was just the sheer bowdlerization of it is the fascination.
And what does it mean?
Well, like just
Oh, you
it's almost like
The effrontery?
yeah, almost that, and the outrageousness, yeah, and just like and totally out of place.
Would be like Dolly Parton stealing a Cure song.
Well, funnily enough, Jack White on the White Stripes did Dolly Parton's song. Dolly Parton's song where she's saying, you know, "Don't take this, Jolene." Yeah, it's Jolene.
I like this.
So yeah, so the White Stripes did Dolly Parton's Jolene, like with really heavy guitar, and it's fantastic.
But they would have paid her to get the rights to do that.
Yeah.
Like, so, yeah. That looks great if it gets over this swale.
Which it
It's
will.
a matter of a
Which it will.
swale.
Which it will. Come on. Yes.
Nice. Nice, Dave. Nice. And that might be flat there. Why am I barracking for you? You're one behind.
You're a funny man.
Struggle with the swale as well.
Better.
Oh, now it's awful. I don't like this.
Wow. That was where being in the rough was a helpful thing.
Mm.
You got the bounce forward and the roll.
I hit the wrong one. I should hit the 134 shot. And he's gone
Ooh.
straight at it.
This looks.
You couldn't have gone any straighter at it.
Wow. Oh, gee, that's not a great result for how good that should be.
Yeah. Did you have to chop that a bit, Andy, or?
No, I just give it a full whack.
Yeah. Just didn't get much bite.
I didn't want to suffer for you.
Well, this doesn't feel like it's going to be a lot of fun. Just trying to work out. All right, it's all pretty much. About this. It's going to go left to right. Then it's going to go right to. It's still going to go left to right. Can't see. This is so confusing. Got to get it to 25. So I'm just going to run down. It's about 28. 29.
Ooh. Where's that going?
Yeah.
Thanks, Dave.
Mm. Yeah. I might have to get you off the ground.
I'm considering my options.
Oh, he didn't hit it.
Oh, it's another uphill putt I've under hit.
Whiff of left to right in this. Whiff.
Yep, pretty
Your
good.
putt, very solid tonight.
Yeah, it's just one of those nights where I'm not overreacting to what I'm seeing.
I didn't hit it.
Oh.
Damn it. I learned nothing. I gave the ball and a half outside left edge. Oh, I blew it.
Okay.
It is. I don't know how I'm still leading by one, but I am.
Six.
Similar.
Cheers. Yeah, lockstep.
Nice move. It felt like there was a whiff of Uncle Dave in that one.
Big whiff.
104 out. Okay. Dave's got the right idea. You don't want to have a short club in and like backspin accidentally. Okay, with you.
Good angle.
Well, I sense Andy will go, here's a chance for some stats. But we'll
Well,
see.
I'm not that bothered actually about hitting this. Oh yeah, I suppose. I think I'd rather be in the rough, to be honest. But I'm going to go straight on that bunker down there.
Just drive the hole. Well,
Fine there. It's in the rough that opens up the green.
Yeah.
good angle.
It is actually a great angle, and you got your wish, you're in the rough. It's probably the most correct shot there. Didn't have the cojones to do it. All right. Here's the 105. So hit it badly. Other than direction and length, it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Nice looking shot. Ooh.
Ooh, nice, Dave.
Thank you.
Very nice full 105.
It was. No adjustments.
Too long.
Oh, had a nice little fade on it. Yeah.
Tweak clubs a bit.
There's another really nasty pin come out from behind the pin where we are, Andy. I don't like this at all. Bloody hell. It's just brutal.
Oh, and then
Oh.
Yeah.
a little hook at the end.
All right, let's see. 2-1. 2-1. 2-3, 2-1. We'll break there. Break there. One break there. Okay, so it's going to break a lot. It's going to be out there. Jesus Christ, that's going to be horrible.
Read.
I'm going to get this one too hard.
10 feet
Good.
past it. I think that based purely off what Dave's did.
It's a nasty little blighter.
Very good.
Oh, exciting. Tiny.
Did look exciting, Dave.
More exciting than it should have been. Alright. Oh no! Oh, there's white stakes over there. No, or is there? No.
Dave's just barreled into the jungle, but he's got a giant gap.
Oh, that was terrible. That's 3 woods that I've managed to miss hit.
Now our little throat point.
Oh, well done.
Well done.
I don't know what I was trying to say.
Sounds like the problem.
There's the Maxwell Smart comment. Search for solution.
Wow. You're the only one on. Ooh, you just got a shot in you.
Actually, I didn't think that was too bad a shot, but again, I've come against a solitary bloody tree down there. Never mind.
You can have the hook around it.
No, no!
Oh.
Oh, that's going to be a nightmare.
17 inches down.
Hey,
Fuck. Oh, and I punched that one as well. Mistake.
Great shot, Andy.
Yeah, perfect.
okay, I'll take that.
Yeah. What I tried last time.
Shot.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's just part this gets within 5 feet. 6 feet.
Left them up there, has
Come
he?
on!
Oh no, they've prevented each from being perfect. Oh, that's miserable. Yep. Now it's 13 inches from there. Fuck. This is horrible. Christ. I didn't near this.
Oh no.
Shit. Incredible to think that it wasn't enough borrowed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good, Dave.
Yeah.
I'm just spewing about that first one.
Yeah.
So close.
Pretty good. The last
Repeating on me now.
Yeah.
So I just had too much to eat.
If you don't like to read. Mm. Let's see. Yes. There.
Yep.
So, Andy, off the top of your head, what's the worst thing Trump has in mind for England?
Nothing.
He's been silenced by Trump.
Yeah.
I think there's a maybe he's been stung by the choice.
Overwhelmed. I'm not sure. I don't think he was there. He was there.
Or once the question was asked, we went away.
Didn't want to be on YouTube saying anything. Didn't want to cause trouble.
The,
No, I don't.
our new Napoleon.
The Dawn.
This one. It might be a bit much, but it'll be close.
Ooh. Yeah, bit of spin. No.
It's just a bit much.
Oh.
But I think the other thing that could happen is Trump could end up making some kind of a deal with Mauritius. I think he'll just buy it off Mauritius full stop, because they're not interested in the Chagos Islands really. They're just interested in screwing somebody for a bit of money.
Chagos Island.
Yeah, and where Diego Garcia is.
Yeah. What brought this up?
What do you mean? What brought this up?
You asked him, or Dave asked him.
Yeah,
What's Trump gonna do?
Oh, they've been asking about the Chagos Islands. Interesting, because my work has me dealing with an entity on the Chagos Islands.
Really?
At the moment, yeah.
I don't know what they have, but
because of it, I went into a bit of the history of the Chagos Islands and a bit about it. We're dealing with an online entity with the suffix IO. And I thought, what the hell is IO? So I looked it up, and it's Indian Ocean. And so the Chagos Islands, Chagos Archipelago is 1,000 islands in the middle of in the middle of the Indian Ocean, and it's 1,000 islands with a total of 64 square miles, and 27 square miles are Diego Garcia, where the US has its military base, or the US, or the UK rather, that the US uses.
So they're really small islands.
They're tiny islands, and between 1968 and 1973, there were 2,000 Chagosians who the UK and US government banished from their own land to Mauritius. They landed them there, and so the Chagosians are now, they've been lobbying heavily ever since to be allowed to return, but up until very recently, it's just been, the US military and the families of the US military. So
they were just forcefully displaced.
Oh, yeah.
Against their will.
Yeah, because it was land that was seen as it was a fantastic B-52 landing airfield, basically.
Well, that seems like a disgrace.
Well, there are only 2,000 of them. That's the thing. It's less than the population of Mount Blanc.
Well, they can't exactly, defend against America, can they?
No. So they were just kicked off there. They are asking to be put back, but from our perspective, it's like, who are we dealing with here?
Well, I'm going to add a supplementary to what you said about the actual people who were living in the Chagos Islands at the time that they were thrown off or out of the place by, I think it was the Wilson government in the late 1960s.
Yeah.
I think at that time Mauritius was part of the Commonwealth. And I think the Chagosians who were living in those islands were given the option of either being relocated to Mauritius or being relocated to the United Kingdom. So in actual fact, there's a huge swathe of Chagosians who are actually living in Surrey, I think. That's where they're mainly based. But from what I can gather, the UK resident Chagosians are keener for the islands to stay under British control rather than Mauritius control. I don't know what the views of the Chagosians who relocated to Mauritius are, but it wouldn't surprise me if Trump sort of makes a one-off payment to, I don't know, Mauritius and takes over the whole lot, because I don't think Mauritius is remotely interested in those islands. They're just interested in their strategic sort of bargaining power, be it for the Chinese or the Americans.
Yeah, what's in it for us?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's really just the one island, isn't it, Diego Garcia? It's interesting that it's it sounds like it's still like officially under UK control, but it's pretty much a massive American
Yeah,
military base. So
I mean, the point is the it's a big American base and a a sort of place where ships can dock and so on. But the Britain just hasn't got any assets which use the base.
yeah,
Certainly hasn't got any long range bombers.
right.
It certainly hasn't got
Oh,
any.
oh my God.
Well, that was exciting.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, well, the Americans might claim adverse possession if you don't look out.
mm. Well, doesn't bother me if they do. I mean, it'll be.
It's Chagos one day, Greenland the next. Don't worry about
Red, white, and blue land, Dave.
that. Red, white, and blue land.
Yeah.
No, one of the senators put forward a bill to change the
No.
name.
I think they rename it Greenback Land.
Greenback. Why not?
Oh, God. The in the last week, our prime minister said that the reason they had to do a deal was because of the electromagnetic spectrum. I think,
Sounds
See,
like an interesting excuse.
Is this relating to Chagos? Chagos Archipelago?
yeah, he's saying that if we don't have agreement with Mauritius or whatever, then the communication wavelengths and protocols that they use out of Diego Garcia may be open to anybody. And I'm thinking, well, hang on a minute. I mean, all the Chinese would need to do anyway, if that was the case, would be if there was a time of international trouble, they would just sort of send some jamming sort of platforms in the vicinity of the Chagos. I don't really see the rationale behind that. They quoted some.
The amazing thing to me is that coming into this Monday night, I thought I might mention where my work is focused at the moment, and you'll all be astounded and amazed to hear of this place called the Chagos Archipelago. But here it is in the forefront of your mind.
Oh, yes.
It's astounding.
And he's been mentioning it for the last couple of weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Not,
Yeah, we're all onto it.
right.
We're all onto it.
It's
But
just,
but get this, Phil. The United Kingdom had kind of made a sort of a deal with Chagos, which was going to be it leaked out that they were going to pay, I don't know, 90 or 100 million quid a year for 99 years, right?
yeah.
So it was going to
To
cost them,
Mauritius.
to Mauritius, going to cost them 9 or 10 billion. But that was scrapped because there was a new PM came into Mauritius. They've had more negotiations, and now the upshot is it's going to be front loaded and with inflation and so on. And figures of 18 billion have been bandied about. So, and all the while, the actual former Chagosians, nobody's consulted them whatsoever. So.
Yeah. 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 They've had a rough deal. I'm sure it's a very nice place too, because when you look at the Google Maps, it's really a continuation of the like Maldives of the sort of raised undersea like terrain that formed the Maldives as well. So it's probably like with 1,000 of these islands, and I did zero in on Google Maps. A lot of them are ring shaped, so they're like just rings of sand with probably shallower water in the middle, and then it drops off
Oh yeah,
like that. So they'd be gorgeous, just for diving and all that sort of
Yeah.
stuff.
But you couldn't build a
well,
house on those.
You
I'm
probably
I'm
could
going.
build a house. I think the
I'm
average size. I pulled out the calculator and I realised the average size of the 999 islands that weren't Diego Garcia would be 5 kilometres long. No, sorry, 1 kilometre long and 5 metres wide.
Oh wow,
That's
well,
the
is an
I'm going
interest.
to throw something else out there because it's such an American strategic asset more than the UK. I mean, we sort of own it, but we don't use it. It's much more important to the Americans. How about this for a scenario that America buys the thing off Mauritius for a nominal sum, and then Trump decides to build a Trump hotel on one or two of the sort of outer islands and offers to put some of the Chagossians up there if they want it.
Well, he's always got an eye open for a real estate opportunity. I think we've all seen that in this last.
Nice,
Good.
Dave.
Thanks. He might end up sending the Palestinians there.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
It's
exactly.
like waterfront all round.
Yeah. Well, no, I think rehousing them is what someone else does while he builds his Trump hotels on the Gaza Strip.
Yeah. It'd
With the
be a
backing of the
wall-to-wall
US military.
Trump Gaza, Trump Khan
Yeah.
Yunis.
I mean,
Trump.
basically, what he wants to do is to employ the US government and the US military to attain real estate so that he's able to then appropriate land for the Trump empire and build hotels and golf courses.
Yep, absolutely. And
Think how many golf courses Greenland could hold.
yeah,
No,
he came out the other day and said they just
And global warming will make Greenland more enticing for golf courses. So
Yeah.
it's win-win to keep doing the oil and drilling and all that.
I wonder if the Palestinians could be rehoused in Gaza.
Oh, look at this hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the perfect place to go when you've been knocking all your drives right.
Feedback accepted.
Well, I'm going to throw another thing out there, Phil, as well. That you know how a lot of the stuff that Trump is doing is a means to an end. So he sort of slams tariffs on the world because he wants. He's not bothered about tariffs, but there are other things that concessions that he wants from them. So how about with the UK that Trump sort of says, right, we'll not slam tariffs on you, but what we'll do is we'll buy Diego Garcia, the Chagos Islands, off you for £5 or £10 billion, and that means that you've got money coming in, going out, and then we have to deal with the fallout with reparations or lack of them and resettlement of the Chagossians. I can well see the Chagos Islands becoming part of a bargaining tool.
Well, where that falls down in my eyes is that it rings of having some element of fairness, which is absolutely not what Trump is on about. He's more likely to say, we've just been using this place for a very long time now and it's been costing us nothing, so why should we pay anything?
Yeah.
People should be happy with what they've got and just forget about
The
it.
benefits the US brings.
Yeah, like we're just being ripped off by having to pay people for stuff that they own. You know, that's more the Trump style, I think, just to be absolutely, totally unreasonable. I think that the thing that strikes me now is that I think in his first presidency, a journalist said, "How does it feel to be in the middle of a storm?" And he looked at the journalist and said, "I am the storm." And he revels in that sort of chaos.
Yeah.
But if he's in a system where he's causing chaos, but other responsible people are holding the system together, then that's all okay. But what if he's at the head of the system and he's causing so much chaos that the system itself breaks down? And then it all comes back on him. He's not dealt with that situation before. I think that's where we're heading.
But I think there's an element of that's what he actually wants, because then he can declare martial law or some sort of state of emergency and maybe not cede that power back.
Well, maybe, but their midterm elections are 23 months away.
It's a long time considering how much he's done in one month.
Well, that's true, but it just strikes me that they want to get everything done the first 2 years because they know the last 2 years of his presidency may well be lame duck time. So they're trying to get it all done, but the vote may collapse, in 2 years if all these tariffs and stuff make all the prices go up and make things a lot worse for all the people who vote. And how are you feeling now if you're an Arab American who voted for Trump because you didn't like what Biden was doing in Palestine? You're thinking, geez, so much for that protest vote.
Yeah.
A protest vote that absolutely comes back and hits you in the face.
Yeah, well, there's 100% of voters going back to Democrats straight away without them lifting a finger.
Exactly. And anyone else as well who's got
and anyone gay or...
I mean, it's like Palestine effectively was no different from post-Second World War, was no different from Burma, Malaysia, India, Vietnam, and any other fantastic shot. And all these other countries that all got their independence from Britain after the Second World War, and the only one that missed out was Palestine. So...
It is bullshit. I like this film.
Yeah.
It's good hit a tree. I'm just going to go for it as if there's no trees. Because there are no trees.
Wow. Well,
it's not a disaster.
Not a disaster. It could have been a disaster as well.
Okay, right. So Tom, he did something here. Oh, God.
Yeah, I like these trains.
Yeah. They're unique to this course too. They're not on any other one. The effort to... They're the actual local trees.
Oh.
It's really nice.
Yeah, well, there's only one thing to say for sure about the Trump presidency is that it won't be done. But
there's one thing for sure. Sorry, I didn't catch that.
It won't be dull.
It's anything but dull.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about a couple of weeks ago some of the outrageous stuff he was doing, but that is all forgotten and done in light of what he's done since then. So.
Yeah,
I expect it will just continue. But I love that quote he came out with overnight where he goes, quoted Napoleon basically to say, "He who saves the country cannot break the law." Wow. It's like...
Well, there's already been like 46 lawsuits filed against the Trump admin.
I heard something like between 70 and 100.
Really? Well, they're expecting probably close to 4,000 by the end of the presidency, or the end of the term.
Yep. Gee, it's a good time to be a lawyer.
Yeah, I should do that.
Not if you're an anti-Trump lawyer. They'll have you locked up.
Well, interesting, and see what he does with the judges who rule against him as well.
Probably Alcatraz.
Well, I can't obey, who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, we say it now like in jest, but let's see if that actually happens. Nothing is, I think nothing's out of off the table at the moment. He could do absolutely anything.
The it'll be interesting the moment Jimmy Kimmel gets arrested.
Yeah, that's what I've been thinking as well. Jimmy maybe he should run for Democrat nominee next time round, and his rallies would be hilarious. And JD Vance, he gets up in front of all those European leaders in Munich and basically says, well, we won the election, and what he doesn't mention is that we won it by quite a small margin, but now we want all governments in Europe being the same as us. Otherwise, you really don't have anything in common with the United States anymore. That's just, wow, that's just astounding stuff.
Yeah. These
What?
early fascism days, really. That's what it feels like.
It does, doesn't it? It feels like. And China must be sitting back and just saying, let's see how badly you can mess this up and how we can best place ourselves.
Yeah. They'll just watch the Stones move on the board.
Yeah.
And the time. Taiwan get more
well, Taiwan's
day by day.
It's not if but when. Yeah. Although he's big on countering the China threat. He wants to disengage from Europe, Trump, and focus on the Pacific. So the commentators are saying Taiwan's more vulnerable, but if China's his focus, in some ways you'd think.
Yeah. I think his technology comes into play there because then sorry.
Here's another interesting fact about what's going on in Europe as well. The main leaders are all sort of fretting about, we want to have a voice in the talks which are taking place in Saudi Arabia this week between the United States and America. But when you look at the people concerned, Macron's government in France, well, I mean, they've got all sorts of problems. Germany, Schulz has got all sorts of problems. He's unlikely to be in power given a month's time. And Starmer is equally sort of got a horrible sort of ratings in the polls. And a cynic in me sort of thinks they're not really bothered about Ukraine. They're more bothered about the perception of what the public in their respective countries think about what them, if they're seen to be strong, etc., etc. I know it's
it's all hot air and nothing will get done.
Oh, I would say, Andy, that the cynic in you is not the cynic. That's just how it is with governments. It's all about perception.
Well, the thing is too that with you've got the richest man in the world who's part of the Trump administration effectively, and also controls the biggest social media platform in the world, and he's going to be pushing hard for these right-wing European.
Oh no.
To
see.
Oh, Jesus.
Fucking.
Andy might have lost your train.
I've lost my will to plot my way around this court, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And that was a nice shot, by the way, Dave. Maybe a little bit fortunate, but still a good shot.
So the latest is that Keir Starmer's going to act as a go-between between the European leaders and America. And I think, oh, come on, you haven't even got a seat at the table, but yet you're trying to make it sound as if you're the great sort of mediator.
Oh, what a shot!
Oh, look at this.
How did that get fucking backspin? Oh, that's harsh.
That looked like it was heading for the hole.
That's
backspin.
brutality. That is harsh.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, it's well, what gets me still is I've mentioned this before is how Russia's economy is pretty much the size of Australia's, and yet all the countries of Western Europe can't put together a military. Well, you got such backspin out of the bunker. Can't put together a military that can compete with this relatively small economy.
Yeah, compare their military to ours.
That's crazy, like but in terms of military, they're a superpower. No one calls Australia a superpower. We don't spend,
Because we're not.
well, we don't spend anything like that on the military. We actually have healthcare and education and stuff for the citizens.
Yeah. Oh, Phil.
I think half of it bloody is still riding around on donkeys.
Oh no, that's no good.
Well, you've joined us.
You have.
Yeah.
It's a shootout.
It's not a disaster. I'm glad it didn't hit the green. It would have backspins more. Total miss here.
Backspin.
Backspins. Backspine.
Backspin.
Backspy.
We
Backspine.
need the spin. We don't get it this time.
No, I knew I wasn't going to get it.
No, Dave, this rhymes.
This is the game right here.
It is the game.
Yeah.
Come on, live up to your name, Mr. Floppy. 44, up 4.
You two's been stuck in this for the entire back.
Yeah, lockstep the entire
And Mailman's been for the entire. Good shot.
It is a good.
Won't be enough.
Yeah, it had to be in, I suspect. But
Yeah, I did. And that would have just been to force a draw.
Long and right.
Oh my God! That's all up for grabs.
Come back down.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God!
What have I done?
Wrong time to lose control, Dave.
Pole waving.
There'd be mad pole waving.
Don't worry, YouTube fans, it's not a metaphor.
He is waving his bowl.
Phil's in the room watching. Yeah, all right. All right, so there's some left to right, but not much. But it's 11 inches downhill, so it's going to be magnified to the shit house. I've just got to touch this. No, stop. Stop. Oh, no.
Oh God.
You wouldn't believe how soft I hit that.
I would.
I think I've snatched defeat from the jaws of victory.
Well. Fourth shot.
Yeah, I've got to sink a 14.
Fifth shot. Yeah.
I've got to sink this to draw. Dave.
You've got to sink. If Dave sinks and you sink, it's a draw.
Yeah, Andy's now just experienced what I experienced.
Oh, he's going to give you a read.
No, he's not.
He's going to give you a read.
He's going to go 40 yards.
Oh my God. Gee, drama on the final hole.
Mine must have been very close to doing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not in a good place today.
Is this where you were 3 shots ago? I'm not trying to.
It's almost time to open a homebrew, Andy.
Even though it's only.
Oh, he's going to give Dave the line. Oh, well, I have to sink this. I'm so upset. Christ.
Oh, dear me.
got to be there. It's got to be.
Oh, that's a big part.
Well done. Well done, Davo.
That is a big part.
Nearly missed it.
Ooh.
Bloody 8. It's a snowman. Well done.
Our back nine was unbelievable, Dave.
Look at that. Oh my God.
Wow.
If only that fucking 14th.
Mm.
Oh, nice game.
And Andy, solid as buggery until the 18th.
It
Well,
fell, though, and then you turned
yeah.
into.
It might have been solid as buggery, but it was also around where nothing was happening at all. No putts, nothing going close at all.
You actually, yeah, you were even par going out, and you were even par coming in till the 18th.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but-
true. You actually had 11 straight pars in the middle of the round.
Wow.
Okay. There's only one saving grace about that.